Welcome back, tennis fans. Today, we dive into one of the most explosive and emotional matches in recent tennis history, Nick Kyrgios versus Karen Khachanov. If you think you've seen fiery matches before, this one takes it to another level. Kyrgios, known for his intense on-court behavior, went completely off the rails, smashing rackets and unleashing his frustrations. But what led to this meltdown? What was it about Khachanov's game that pushed Kyrgios to the edge? Stick around as we break down the drama, the emotions, and the unforgettable moments from this epic showdown at the 2022 US Open. Before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the wild world of tennis. Nick Kyrgios' intense match against Karen Khachanov at the 2022 US Open quarterfinals gained attention for multiple reasons. Known for his emotional outbursts, Kyrgios was visibly frustrated during the game, smashing 2 rackets in a fit of rage after losing in 5 sets. The high-pressure match, which Kyrgios hoped would bring him closer to his first Grand Slam final, intensified his emotional reactions. Khachanov's solid performance added to the tension, as Kyrgios struggled to maintain composure under the pressure. Kyrgios has a history of on-court drama, known for engaging with crowds, arguing with umpires, and even berating himself. This match was no different, as emotions ran high, and Kyrgios' frustration boiled over when he realized his title hopes were slipping away. The intensity of Kyrgios' behavior during this match highlighted both his passion for the game and his struggles with managing that intensity under high-stakes conditions. This chaotic match against Khachanov was just another example of the unpredictability that makes Kyrgios both a fan favorite and a controversial figure in tennis. Nick Kyrgios' match against Karen Khachanov at the 2022 US Open was marked by a dramatic outburst that shocked fans and players alike. The match itself was a hard-fought 5-set thriller, with Khachanov eventually winning 7-5, 4-6, 7-5, 6-7, 3, 6-4 to reach the semifinals. However, it was Kyrgios' emotional behavior that grabbed most of the headlines. During the intense quarterfinal clash, Kyrgios became visibly frustrated with his performance and the turn of events, particularly in the deciding set. His emotions boiled over after failing to break Khachanov's serve late in the match. The frustration led to an outburst where Kyrgios repeatedly smashed 2 of his rackets on the court, an act that showed his dissatisfaction and sense of defeat. This display was met with mixed reactions from the crowd, some empathetic, others critical. Pressure of expectations. Kyrgios was having an incredible 2022 season, having reached the Wimbledon final earlier that year. Many expected him to go deep into the US Open as well, and his own high expectations might have contributed to the pressure he felt during the match. Physical and mental fatigue. Kyrgios was dealing with both physical wear and tear and mental fatigue from the grind of the season, which may have played a part in his inability to close out key moments. His loss of composure, especially towards the end, suggested he was mentally drained. Khachanov's steadiness. Khachanov, on the other hand, played a calm and consistent match, countering Kyrgios' aggressive play style with resilience. His solid service games frustrated Kyrgios, particularly in key moments of the 5th set when the Australian was unable to break his serve. The loss hit Kyrgios hard, as he was vocal about how much he wanted to win a Grand Slam, believing this was one of his best chances. His emotional outburst at the end reflected his frustration with not being able to capitalize on his opportunities, especially after such a long and grueling battle. Despite his behavior, Kyrgios acknowledged post-match that the loss hurt deeply because of how invested he had become in tennis and how much he wanted to succeed. Nick Kyrgios' outburst against Karen Khachanov during the US Open 2022 quarterfinal was one of the most memorable moments of the tournament, characterized by his emotional meltdown and racket-smashing fury. As the match progressed into a grueling 5-set battle, Kyrgios became increasingly frustrated with his inability to maintain control against Khachanov's consistent play. The tipping point came in the 5th set, when Khachanov secured the match, ending Kyrgios' deep run in the tournament. Overcome with disappointment and frustration, Kyrgios slammed 2 of his rackets into the court, completely shattering them in a visible display of anger and emotion. His actions highlighted his internal struggle, the high expectations on his shoulders following his Wimbledon success, and the immense pressure he had been under throughout the tournament. Kyrgios is known for his emotional and unpredictable behavior on court. The racket smash was not just a spontaneous reaction but a culmination of months of intense performance pressure. This moment mirrored many of Kyrgios's previous incidents, where his emotional volatility led to dramatic meltdowns in high-stakes matches. However, it also demonstrated the complexity of his character. While he often expresses frustration in extreme ways, it also underscores his deep passion for the sport and his drive to win. Kyrgios's post-match interview reflected his emotional state, as he admitted to feeling crushed by the loss. His reaction also sparked debates about mental health and the pressures faced by athletes, with some fans empathizing with his struggles while others criticized his lack of sportsmanship. This event was a reminder of the thin line between brilliance and chaos in the world of elite tennis, especially in players like Kyrgios. As Nick Kyrgios stormed off the court, leaving behind broken rackets and a whirlwind of emotion, the match against Khachanov was more than just a physical battle. It was a clash of passion,